Welcome to 8-Minute Masterpieces, where we turn classic literature into bite-sized experiences. Today's journey takes us into William Golding's profound novel, Lord of the Flies, a tale about the fragile line between civilization and chaos, and the darkness within us all. Let's dive in. The story begins with a plane crash on a deserted island, stranding a group of British schoolboys during wartime. The boys quickly realize they are alone, with no adults in sight and only each other for support. They're frightened but curious about this wild tropical paradise. Among them, we meet Ralph, a confident and natural leader, and Piggy, an overweight boy with glasses and asthma. Though nervous, Piggy offers Ralph critical insight, and they work together to figure out their survival strategy. As they explore the island, Ralph stumbles upon a large conch shell, a discovery that changes everything. The conch becomes a symbol of authority as Ralph blows into it to gather the others. Boys of all ages arrive, intrigued and slightly comforted by the sound. During this first gathering, a sense of order and unity begins to form. Ralph is elected leader, much to the dismay of Jack Merridew, the head of a choir group who clearly craves power. Yet, Ralph diplomatically assigns Jack and his choir to be hunters, a decision that momentarily appeases Jack's frustration. The boys quickly establish basic survival goals, building shelters, creating a signal fire for rescue, and gathering food. They are driven by hope and the promise of being saved. The signal fire becomes symbolic of their connection to civilization and a constant reminder of the hope for rescue. However, tensions are simmering beneath the surface. Jack's competitive nature and desire for dominance start to hint at the challenges ahead. As days pass, the boys' initial sense of excitement starts to wane. Their survival is filled with challenges, and homesickness begins to creep in. During one of the boys' assemblies, a young boy claims to have seen a beast on the island. This claim terrifies the group, and the idea of a lurking creature quickly becomes a source of fear and division. Ralph tries to reassure them that there is no beast, attempting to maintain order and rationality. But Jack seizes the moment, mocking Ralph's reasoning and encouraging the fear of the beast. Jack uses this fear to his advantage, presenting himself as a brave protector, willing to hunt and kill the beast. Jack's influence grows, and the unity among the boys begins to fracture. The signal fire, once a priority, is neglected as Jack's hunters become more obsessed with hunting pigs for meat than with signaling for rescue. Tension mounts between Ralph and Jack. Piggy, who consistently supports Ralph's emphasis on order, worries about the breakdown of their society. A pivotal moment arises when Ralph and Piggy confront Jack and his hunters for letting the signal fire go out. It's clear that Jack's thirst for power is overtaking his concern for rescue, a shift that will have dire consequences. Jack's obsession with hunting grows darker as he revels in the thrill of the kill. He and his followers paint their faces, a ritualistic step that symbolizes a loss of identity and an embrace of primal instincts. This mask frees them from guilt and societal expectations, allowing their darker impulses to take hold. They no longer see each other as schoolboys, but as hunters on a mission. Jack eventually splits from Ralph's group entirely, forming his own tribe with promises of protection and plenty of meat. Most of the boys, driven by fear and hunger, join Jack. Ralph, Piggy, and a few others cling to their fading structure of civilization, desperately trying to maintain the signal fire and hoping for rescue. Meanwhile, the idea of the beast grows into an all-consuming terror. They believe it's lurking in the shadows, watching them. During a storm, Simon, one of Ralph's allies, discovers the true nature of the beast. It's just a dead pilot tangled in a parachute, an innocent remnant of the war that brought them here. He rushes to share this revelation with the others, but in a tragic turn of events, Simon is mistaken for the beast in the darkness. In a frenzy, Jack's tribe kills Simon, marking a horrifying descent into savagery. Following Simon's death, a dark cloud looms over the island. Ralph and Piggy are horrified, grappling with the guilt and shock of what they witnessed. Jack's tribe, however, has fully surrendered to their primal instincts, abandoning any semblance of civilized behavior. Jack's control tightens and his tribe becomes more aggressive, even stealing Piggy's glasses, their only means of starting a fire. Without them, Ralph's group is helpless. symbolizing the extinguishing of hope and reason. Desperate, Ralph and Piggy go to confront Jack, hoping to retrieve the glasses and perhaps find some resolution. The confrontation turns deadly. Roger, one of Jack's followers, unleashes a rock that strikes Piggy, killing him instantly. The conch shell, which Piggy was holding, shatters, symbolizing the final collapse of order. Ralph is now alone, hunted by the very boys who once looked to him for guidance. The island, once a paradise, has transformed into a battleground, where primal violence has overpowered the structure of society. Ralph's life is now in mortal danger as Jack's tribe hunts him relentlessly. Ralph runs for his life, hiding and strategizing as he is relentlessly pursued by Jack's tribe. The hunt is ruthless, with the boys setting fire to the island in a final attempt to flush Ralph out. Ironically, this destructive fire, meant to kill Ralph, becomes their salvation. A passing naval officer spots the enormous blaze and comes ashore to investigate. He is stunned by the scene. A group of filthy, bloodthirsty children who have descended into madness. The boys, upon seeing an adult, are suddenly struck by the reality of what they've become. The presence of the officer momentarily shatters their primal aggression, and they begin to sob, realizing the loss of their innocence and humanity. Ralph, exhausted and traumatized, joins them in grief. They are rescued, but at a great cost. They have forever lost their childhood innocence, scarred by the darkness within themselves that the island has unleashed. Lord of the Flies explores complex themes about the human psyche and the thin veneer of civilization. Golding's novel argues that beneath the surface, humanity harbors dark and violent tendencies. The boys start with hope, laws, and order, symbolized by the conch and the signal fire. But these symbols break down under the pressures of survival and fear. Ralph and Piggy represent civilization, order, and rationality, while Jack symbolizes the allure of power and primal instincts. Fear plays a powerful role in their descent. The imagined beast manifests the darkness within, leading them to actions they'd never consider in a civilized world. Golding's narrative suggests that when stripped of society's constraints, humans may revert to savagery. This haunting view challenges readers to question the stability of their moral foundations. Are we as civilized as we think, or are we merely one crisis away from chaos? Lord of the Flies ultimately reminds us of the fragile line between order and anarchy, and it compels us to confront our own potential for darkness. Thank you for watching this episode of 8-Minute Masterpieces. If you enjoyed this exploration of Lord of the Flies, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep uncovering the depths of literature together.